For the Milwaukee Bucks, Zach LaVine starting tonight, along with Andrew Wiggins, Larry Sanders.
This is his first start this season. Birdman, oh my, he was trying to box out Sanders, who will get
Saturday. Jim, when Marvin Williams was drafted, we talked a little bit about him. I love that two other scores, Jim. He is the best scorer on that team, even though Lopez leads him in score. Pick and roll.
Beautiful wraparound. Ellis on the Sanders finish.
Landed on his back. Hit him right in the chest, and he went backwards in the chair.
Beauty.
Nice. Sanders.
Sanders comes up a little bit gimpy. Looking for Sanders. Takes it right at Gorgie Jang, and it rattles in. Ton of contact. Mayo for Sanders, and he's had way too many of those.
Marvin, when he was drafted, Jim, a lot of people around the league thought he was really going to be an all-star.
Sanders to the basket.
See, Larry's really able to use his quickness on.
Sanders doing a great job rolling to the rim, and Ridnour is finding him nicely. Antetokounmpo works with Sanders, and Larry draws the foul.
Playing time.
You mentioned their bench not being particularly strong. On Monday night against Charlotte, the entire bench scored 18 points. The scouting report on Utah was, that's nice. Sanders finding Giannis. Pretty strong finish by Giannis.
Shooting and his jump shot, and it's gotten better.
He's up to 73% at the line. Giannis backing in, spins away.
And they get at it.
They have 9 different views to look at, all in sync. That ball is deflected, but it goes to Middleton. He tried to use the glass. Sanders.
Every team he's been on, it seems, uses him the same way. Bring his firepower off the bench. He's had starting times.
Yeah, he was at about 10-8 last year, 6-8 this year. And this coaching staff has focused him to do that. They've narrowed down what they want him to do, and he's doing it well.
And he's gotten that much better in that period of time at doing it.
At the basket. Sanders follows up, rebound in.
They've been approved by the NBA. Thad said he is very touched by the gesture of support from his...
The 6, Parker draws a couple of jerseys and some contact, no whistle. It goes right into Larry Sanders' hands. And Sanders with the throwdown.
Some of the things that Powell brings to the table. The guy's 7 foot, but has the mentality and the skills of a smaller player with the assist that time.
Larry Sanders.
Oh, wow. They got a blocking foul on White at a high level when you're ailing that much.
Yeah, played 36 minutes last night, so interesting to see how his conditioning will be in the back-to-back. Sanders just beat Dwight that time. The leading rebounder on the
crowd not happy that Kobe just laid it in. They want to see something highlight.
Sanders! That's highlight. And you saw the Lakers get out of the way.
Backed out and shoots the 3.
There's a pick by Sanders. Jennings attacks over Earl Clark. Sanders gets the offensive rebound, but it goes through his legs. With 1 second remaining in the half, a foul is called on the Lakers, Earl Clark.
You know, sometimes when the ball's on the floor, especially when you're big, you just have to go down on the floor and get it. Don't reach down, because that's a long way to reach. So it's free. Try to reach, jump down, fall down on that, but standing flat-footed on the first pass from that.
Jennings will bring it out to Monte Ellis. He'll spin and give it to UNIAACL. You talked about it. Can't sleep on him. As they give it to the baseline. Larry Sanders has that one settle in. But driving baseline, Marquise Daniels goes reverse. The follow cleanup by Larry Sanders. You mentioned it, Stu. It's their first lead since it was 18 to. Remember early on when the Lakers were not playing well, they would hit these lulls, and it would cost them ball games. Ace now by Blake. Spinning. Sanders block, goaltend. This time it's on the Lakers, and it's Dwight Howard. And now it's just a 1-point game with 5 minutes to play here in the third. By the way, Mike Dunleavy has come into the game for Milwaukee.
Jump hook by Larry Sanders, rejected by Dwight, but
to work into motion. The kick by Sanders. Here's Daniels. He faked out Kobe, and it goes over Dwight, and it's a missed shot. Oh, and then Jamison threw it away, and a dunk. Another turnover, turned into 2 points, and it's a 7-0 run, and the Lakers up.
Not a rarity, but sort of a rarity. All 10 starters, 5 for the Lakers and 5 for the Bucks, in double figures.
Underneath. The Bucks were without a pole. They played solid ball tonight. Good feed to Sanders, who rose very quickly. And this is the biggest lead of the game. 5.
For the field goal. Jared Dudley leaving it for Sanders. And Sanders. Sanders against Sean Williams. Williams got into foul trouble in the first half with 3. And Sanders, he was working on that move before the game. This time he hits the left-handed hook, and that prompts a quick timeout. Third quarter. Sanders. And 1. Birdman with a foul. Larry Sanders will go to the stripe, where he'll try to give the Bucks the lead.
Talked about how good they were working the ball in the.
Thank you very much, Marnie. No question, an emotional night for Thad Young. Larry Sanders with the throwdown.
Yep. Pass ahead. Sanders, beautifully done. Rittenauer, Knight, and Larry. Boy. Middleton deflected it to Adetokounmpo. Up for Sanders. What a play.
Oh, sweet. And it shows you how you can motor because Richard Jefferson
Put Giannis at point guard. These replays validate his point.
Lopez pick. And on the deflection, it's going the other way. Points off a turnover. Jennings leaves it off. And there's Larry Sanders on the trail. So Larry Sanders coming off 18 and 16. The triple-double we talked about the game before now has 6 points and 5 rebounds. 71-64 and a timeout on the floor with 3:08 left.
Nearly 18 quarters played. The Bucks have been in every game. Big block shot. Larry Sanders gets Gibson. He just absolutely stuffed it up and in. On the deck, yes, from Brandon Knight. How about that?
both ends. How about that?
After this powerful block shot. What a beautiful defensive play by Sanders. And then Brandon Knight up for Giannis.
Well, and you can see that's a great example when we say your defense can start your offense. In this case, ignite it. Tough to block Gibson on that without the foul. Great job of countering and then push the ball. And you know you've got young legs in Giannis who can motor the court.
A 7-0 run by Milwaukee.
Under 6 points per game.
The other end.
Down the middle and then throws it away to Parker. Sanders by himself. He'll take some time and then ram it through with a right hand.
Rio did not know where the rest of his teammates were when he left his feet. They took away the pass.
Better defenders in the league of both the 3 and the 4. Ellis underneath. That's a goaltender. Score it for Bahamute. Leaves it for Sanders and gets 2.
Well, he moved the ball nice and
trying to drop it to Sullinger, picked off by Daniels. Jennings, bullet pass underneath, and Sanders has a chance for a 3-point play. Just beat Bass to the spot. Rondo unable to finish. Jennings, Sanders. We take the lead halfway through the 4th quarter. Pierce, impossible angle. Bahamute. Sanders inside. Oh, that's a soft touch.
well, they get it in.
Gets it to Rondo. Rondo trying to throw it off Jennings. Unsuccessful. Numbers for the Bucks. Oh, Sanders over the top.
Rondo tried to save it, knock it off Jennings, and here's the alley-oop. As KG saw it coming.
Jennings floater. Nope. Tipped up by Sanders. Pierce gets it, takes it, short. Jennings has got it. Sanders is ahead of the field. Ball game.
Scott going pretty deep into his bench early when his team was playing well also. What a pass!
What a pass by Dunleavy. An 11-0 Milwaukee run on the payoff by Sanders, a power payoff. The girl his brother married grew up 3 doors from me.
grew up through those things. Yeah, in Grafton. And Jim, from this unit, it's been aggressive defense right there.
Court with Benno Udrih. The big men are Tobias Harris, Epe Udo, and Larry Sanders. Sanders with a flush from the baseline. Larry Sanders pinned that against the glass below the rim.
Good D all the way around.
Ellis stretched the needle. Had that gone, it would have.
The two Cavaliers were on that play, but Jim and I had a great people in this game tonight.
Sanders block shot. 3-point miss off to Benno Udrih, and now Jennings. Larry Sanders into the paint for the lefty hook. Yes. He got a little shot happy in that first. Oh! That's a happy shot by Sanders. Down to 4. Jennings trapped on the baseline. Sanders. Larry Sanders. After the game last night, he said, I said, Larry, you played well. He said, I didn't even take a jump shot.
That's right.
Whistle. Shot clock at 4. Inside Sanders. Larry Sanders is having a night. He adds 2 for 15 now with 7 rebounds and 3 block shots. Larry Sanders. And he's in on that. Jump ball. Good job, Sanders and Dunleavy with the championship team. Opened the season at home against the Cavaliers with a victory in 1971.
Wow, I didn't remember that. Larry Sanders. Okay, you hate to give him the 3, however.
Under 3 minutes. Pierce stopped again by Sanders. Ball loose.
Chamberlain and Thurman played most of their careers. They didn't keep track of it. And they were
Boston with 19 points last night in their home victory against Portland. Sullinger. Block shot. Sanders.
Let me tell you, just getting that big body there, but when he set a screen, you were open. Come on, guys. Larry, block 3.
We will miss him like everybody else. Boston turnover. Deron Lamb. He would be enjoying past the graveyard when you talk about those two possibilities. Sanders inside, heavy traffic. Beautifully done. Well, the Bucks had it down to 4. 2:20 remaining in the half. Larry Sanders will shoot.
With the MRI of today,
He really folded it over.
Yeah, in the game. See how Larry puts it on the floor and takes it to a small. That's good.
Nice. And a foul and 1. Look at Mr. Sanders. Sanders. Yes, against Kevin Garnett.
Just in time.
And he has his double-double. Contending teams in the Eastern Conference. I don't think you can dispute that.
Nope.
Sanders over Garnett. Oh, that's a nice job by Ilyasova. It's a tough shot with Garnett trying to challenge you. Sanders rolls it in.
Could sure use a 3 right here.
Wrap around, beautifully done. Sanders on the flush. 17 for Larry. 1-point game. Boston leads 55.3 remaining. Marshfield Clinic shining moment of the game right here. Don't just live, shine. Sanders shines after a beautiful dish.
Of late, the last few games, misses that one. Had a horrible shooting night last night. There's Sanders underneath to break the seal.
Well, you can't allow that this season. And a lot of times when that happens, you know, guys that have not gotten a chance 6 minutes trying to prove myself. You know, I think if you're Wes Johnson, I think you don't. He hasn't come up and thanked me yet.
He didn't say gracias? No. Ellis. And the putback by, hey now, Larry Sanders.
You got to block him out, I'm telling you. If you don't block him out, he's going to jump right over the top of your head just like he just did. And all of a sudden, the shot just doesn't go. Jennings is, he's hungry. He's on basketball. I mean, You want to look at one player for the Suns. If Sanders gets in, it's going to have one. But if you want to look at any player for the Suns in terms of two, Gortat maybe helping a little bit too far out. Rotation not there from Jared Dudley. Just too open a lane for any big guy to go.
Yeah. Well, they have that new thing with the voting now. You don't vote for a center, just forwards.
Well, Tim Duncan.
Sanders.
He didn't jump.
No, that was something else.
Oh, what a gift. What a gift.
Gortat losing the handle. It comes down to Jennings, the trailer Dunleavy, the other trailer Sanders.
Well, what they did was they just
they turned it around. 2016, Phoenix, since being down 2010 of the paint. Here's Sanders showing a little range.
He really improved his game.
Yeah. Baamute inside to Sanders. Too easy.
Well, you said that right. And again, it goes back to rotation and really being Morris that it came out.
Nice no look to Sanders from Dunleavy. That was really a super pass.
Well, the guy's a point guard.
Dragic lowers the shoulder, gets inside. Oh, right off the nose of Gortat. And it comes out to Jennings.
Time they show us over here at the table, you know, he might have a little t-shirt on or something, some shorts.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's trying to pump it up some.
Oh, they're ejected by Sanders. Jim G.Q. Brewer.
I'm telling you, I'd put the camera on him. He's looking dapper. Look at this dude. I'm telling you, look. If you're Gortat, you got to bump Sanders and not allow him to get